Mr. Lynch lives will be alive forever. Good morning. Questa nostra è semplice, 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 simple. It's May 10th, so already 10 days when it's May 2025. 2025 and it's a Saturday. It enables happy, non lo so proprio, no? In general, happy Mother's Day to everyone. It enables, yeah, seems so yeah, totally clear. Really totally clear, scanned, in general. Tu seems to stand if so wide. Noi con essere 8 al culo a te diventa giorni di seconda si mette su si mette 9 and it's in lì no between lì from 14 and 23 praticamente 14 and 23 sì 73 for Fahrenheit 23 Celsius and this means really soft like in this soft grazie cagiti che ti vuole spiega tutto il suo temperatura questa forza 3 secondi in the summer will be 4 years but for the spring yeah always 3 years so 3 secondi se posso mandare camere che poi questo un po' faccio così di sure to the other amazing things it's not that purpose perché ti piace tutto cioè inizio a mettere paradox for metto for me and adesso mi dico le wishes perché quando non so me li senza fare for you that's just for si che è soggettiva software esame aggettivo formalmente aggettivo azioni si chiese sono in generale classifica aggettivo una linguista tristami o something we have viewed absolutely incopious trilism that were in this first months and radical identities this first months practical identities spring real materially since Friday April 4 and at the same time so seems slight summer so si va corso le mie varie come Gianna so to some avere this for me at least minus for a più and avere in general for me progress good instead of the script so that in general today yes I say for sure something just feel this it's really beautiful but it's still seems like a movie as well things in Gary Fern finché a temperature repeated just before 73 for Fahrenheit 23 Celsius but l'importante in questa atmosphere se ti senti bene just before today was beautiful. Blue skies and golden sunshine. Yeah, man, at the moment not visible because the sun is on the beyond the level. So yes, we until now considering the period, considering the gingerbread, considering the factory beyond the moon. For now, we vediamo the sun in the sky. We vediamo farada 5 hours and a half. 35 minutes in comparison with Memphis Room, a completely different schedule. Well, so all'inizio mi ricordo quindi l'ultimo insomma in suo pratica since more than 2 years and a half in fact in any sentence with good informally to sopra the fact that I think too long also I think all for the fact that we eat read since more than 2 years and a half and also the view perché noi certo questo ambiente also knows a bit video for me it's anti-generated it's anti-generated la sega delle riuscite ottivissimi vende le ultime sono generi qui sono seghe for me attivisi pazienti generated sono seghe secondo sicuro generated and finally from a medical care magic 640 PG 635 also sono seghe senza me generated grazie mondo people for the reports, it's like getting it over. So my system. Also myself, trust was good, and finally, I hope you will get breakfast. Today it's really late. Non si è fatto come sei late, mi informo. Tipo, mi pare fare un gioco reaction, sembra una situazione fa con i breakfast, finché penso mi detto. Adesso mi detto, che state detto. Se c'è in parte mi mette adesso, fatto così, so se finché te tre ore si ricorda sembra una situazione straccia. Io ripeto, gli close, gli close, mi metto sul mese, era just only, obviously, just only in quote, 14, 23. Batta, non è l'importante, ci vuole essere membri attenzione a me, also today, forte non mi so, non me li angry. Sì. E che fa, si sono mosse sul tempo del favore, absolutamente, ma se uno senza io che sono sciolti, sono tutti biscuits, devo fare tutti biscuits, andare a many combos with the usual biscuits and seals, and I think that kind of biscuit, one of the best, if not the best, is cookie, the chocolate spoons, but I'm missing it was also a favorite cookie or missing angel. But there are two things that really I would say read in particular. And that is the first one is about the milk with the snapshot of Tolly against it. Infatti, se non shot Tolly against it, la coffee, obviously. So, it's quick joke, the fact that you know that the shot, francamente, in a shot. And within this also the fact that it was a breakfast for some it's last in particular mega. Second thing is about this year's fact, I mean, if there are serious, there are Conad, there are serious. And this for me at second place of position. Because at first place of position. For me, there are Bam, there are serious fact. Who is at the motivo because they are really superb. Also, tomorrow I suppose if I don't die, fact no, until tomorrow to 11 hours,